In a twist so savage and calculated it leaves the entire canvas of the bold and the beautiful reeling, Luna is not only Alavesh is done hiding. What began as whispers of a tragic accident, rumors of a body lost and a young woman presumed dead, has morphed into a storm of psychological warfare, vengeance, and emotional blackmail that now threatens to bring down the most powerful family in Los Angeles, the Spencers. But first, we go back behind closed doors. In a small, barely lit apartment, Luna has been living under the radar, sheltered, hidden, protected by Lee. The public still believes she's gone. Her mother, Poppy, is distraught. Her enemies are smug. And Luna is watching, waiting, plotting. Lee is the only one who knows the truth. She's been housing Luna in secret, feeding her information, fielding deliveries under fake names, and making sure no one connects the dots. It's risky. It's dangerous. But it's necessary. Luna's enemies think they won. They think she broke. But they don't know the fire she's been stoking in silence. The first crack in the surface appears when Luna opens a brown paper bag retrieved from the hands of a delivery man who has no clue who she really is. Inside is a pregnancy test. Her hands shake as she pulls it out. This moment could redefine everything. She waits, alone, silent, counting the seconds. Negative. The result is clear. She isn't pregnant. Relief floods in, but it's quickly overtaken by something else. Anger. A cold, sharp sense of purpose. She had imagined herself carrying a child born from trauma. Now she's not. But that doesn't mean the trauma didn't happen. And it definitely doesn't mean she's letting the man responsible walk away. Luna stands in front of the mirror and whispers, "You thought I died. You thought I was weak. Let's see what happens when the dead girl comes back to collect." This is no longer about recovery. This is retribution. And her target, Will Spencer, the youngest of the Spencer clan. Handsome, entitled, reckless. He once laughed with her at family events, flirted in private moments, and charmed everyone in public. But one night changed everything. One night of blurred lines, intoxication, and a camera rolling when no one knew. Luna has the footage. The moment everything broke. The moment Will crossed a line so sharp it still haunts her every breath. He didn't think she'd remember. He didn't know the camera was still running. But it was. And now she holds the truth. She watches it again, alone, lips tight, fists clenched. She doesn't need pity. She needs power. And now she has it. The day she chooses to reappear is deliberate. A Spencer Foundation charity gala, flashbulbs, champagne, half the city in attendance. Will walks in with his usual grin, unaware that the ghost he buried is about to walk through the door. She enters in black, elegant, alive. The room freezes. Conversations halt. Glasses clink. Eyes widen. Will turns. He sees her. He chokes. It's her. The girl he thought was dead. The girl he watched disappear into rumor. The girl he's tried to forget. And now she's standing 20 feet away, staring him down with ice in her eyes. She doesn't speak publicly. She doesn't cause a scene. That would be too easy. Instead, she walks past him like a ghost. Like he's invisible. Like he's nothing. The real confrontation comes the next day. A private meeting. Will, confused, nervous, trying to figure out what she wants. Her tone is calm, surgical. "You're going to marry me," he laughs. Thinks it's a joke. Then she opens her phone and presses play. The footage fills the screen. His face goes white. She doesn't flinch. One video. One upload. And not only are you exposed for what you did, but your father's empire falls with you. The Spencers don't survive this. Bill doesn't survive this. Your name is dead in this town. Will is speechless. He tries to talk to me, explain, blame the alcohol. She cuts him off. "I'm not interested in apologies. I'm not interested in excuses. I'm interested in consequences. He asks her what she really wants. "I told you," she repeats. "You're going to marry me." Will tries to push back, tries to call her bluff. She sends a single copy of the video to his phone. "That's your warning. The walls are closing in." He panics. He goes to his father. He tries to confess without confessing. But Bill's radar is sharp. He knows something is off. When Will stumbles through half explanations, Bill demands clarity. And Will breaks. He tells his father about the party, about Luna, about the night he's tried to block out. Bill is furious, but he's also terrified. If this gets out, the family legacy is finished. The press, the lawsuits, the collapse, all of it. Bill wants damage control. He wants silence. He wants Luna bought off, erased, silenced. But Will shakes his head. "She doesn't want money. She wants me." At the Forrester offices, news spreads fast. Luna is alive, and she's not hiding anymore. Lee is bombarded with questions. Poppy breaks down in disbelief. Deacon approaches her carefully, cautiously, suspecting something darker is unfolding. And in the middle of it all is Luna, composed, fierce, deliberate. She's not just back. She's in charge. The Sepencer family scrambles. PR teams on high alert. Lawyers on standby. But none of it matters. Because Luna doesn't care about headlines. She cares about exposure. About taking the power back. About making Will live with what he did, not escape it. Will caves. He agrees to the wedding. In secret. No press. No photos. No ceremony. Just a document signed under duress. But Luna insists on one more thing. A public statement. A formal announcement of their engagement. Posted from his official accounts. He hesitates. She opens the video again. He posts it. The world erupts. Speculation goes wild. Rumors fly. Paparazzi swarm. Bill tries to suppress the flames, but they've already taken root. Luna's name is everywhere. So is Will's. And the questions start circling. Why now? Why her? Why so suddenly? Luna says nothing. She plays the part. The loyal fiancée. The survivor. The woman no one can quite read. But behind closed doors, she knows the truth. This isn't about love. This is about survival. Justice. Vengeance. Because when no one believed her, she saved herself. When the world mourned her, she rebuilt herself. And now, with her enemy wearing a wedding ring he never wanted, Luna stands tall in a world that once tried to bury her. This is the bold and the beautiful at its most ruthless. A woman rising from ruin. A family on the brink. And a secret that could still blow everything sky high. Because Luna's just getting started. Luna has won the first battle, but the war is just beginning. With her reappearance shaking the foundations of the Sepencer Empire and Will now trapped in a forced engagement, Luna has claimed a twisted kind of justice. But justice in Los Angeles never stays clean. It gets messy, complicated, dangerous. And Luna, once a fragile figure of scandal and heartbreak, is now the most dangerous player on the board. Will Sepencer is a broken man. The guilt eats at him, but so does the resentment. Every time he sees Luna, he sees a future stolen. His future. The glamorous, carefree legacy that was his birthright. Now, he's tethered to a woman he once harmed and who now owns his life. Publicly, they play the part. They smile for the cameras, hold hands at charity galas, nod to questions from reporters. But behind closed doors, it's war. Will sleeps in a separate room. He avoids her touch. He avoids her eyes. And Luna, she lets him stew in it. She doesn't want his affection. She wants his humiliation. Will Sepencer watches it all unfold with rising panic. His empire built on control, image, power is slipping through his fingers. He calls in his legal team. Investigators. Fixers. He wants dirt on Luna. Anything to turn the tables. But what he finds instead is worse. The video is real. It's damning. And Luna, despite his best efforts, has airtight leverage. She's not bluffing. She's not open to negotiation. And more dangerously, she's not working alone. Because Luna has an unlikely ally, Sheila Carter. It began as coincidence. Sheila, ever the opportunist, caught wind of Luna's survival. She watched, waited, and when she realized what Luna was doing, she didn't intervene, she offered support. Not out of kindness, out of strategy. Sheila sees in Luna a younger version of herself, wounded, underestimated, and afraid to burn everything down. She approaches Luna not with warnings, but with compliments. And Luna listens, warily but intrigued. "You're not the victim anymore," Sheila tells her. "You're the one holding the knife. Don't put it down just because they cry." Luna doesn't trust Sheila, but she doesn't turn her away either. And that's the beginning of something lethal. Meanwhile, Lee begins to sense that Luna's revenge has gone too far. She protected her niece. She hid her. She helped her escape. But now, Luna is playing God with people's lives and Lee's conscience starts to fracture. She confronts Luna privately, begs her to stop, tells her revenge isn't healing. Luna's response is cold. "You didn't believe me. You didn't protect me when I needed it most. Now you want me to forgive him. Forget this. No, you don't get to lecture me about what's right." Poppy, too, is on edge. She's terrified the press will dig into Luna's paternity. The truth is dangerous explosive. If it leaks that Luna is connected to someone even deeper in the Forrester or Spencer family tree, it could rewrite everything. She's already hiding one major secret. And Luna. She might be ready to use that, too. Then comes the twist. Luna is pregnant. For real this time. She doesn't know how to feel. The test confirms it in black and white, but her heart is chaos. Is it Will's or someone else's? The timeline is blurry, and the implications are deadly. If Will is the father, Luna now has permanent leverage and the Spencers are trapped forever. If he's not the father, the scandal could implode on a national scale. What if the father is someone else connected to the Spencer or Forrester empires? What if Luna's child is part of a larger truth she hasn't told anyone? She hides the test. For now. But Sheila knows. Sheila always knows. And Sheila sees opportunity. "If it's Will's, you've won," Sheila says, voice smooth as poison. But if it's not, that's even better. Now we let them think it is. And when the time is right, we watch it all burn. Elsewhere, Wyatt and Liam start investigating on their own. They don't trust Luna. They don't trust Sheila. Will won't talk. He's too ashamed. But they dig anyway. And what they uncover shocks them. Anonymous payments to hotel rooms during the weeks Luna was missing. Security footage tampered with. A burner phone linked to someone close to Luna. They piece it together. She wasn't just hiding. She was planning. She wanted everyone to believe she was dead. And now that she's alive, she's executing something far bigger than revenge. Wyatt confronts Will, demanding the truth. Will finally breaks and admits what happened. Not the whole story, but enough. Liam is horrified. The moral core of the Spencer family is crumbling. They try to convince Bill to come clean to get ahead of it. But Bill refuses. He still believes power can fix anything. Image is everything. But Luna is already 10 steps ahead. She leaks a hint of the video to the press. Just a frame. Just a title. No faces. No names. Just enough to ignite speculation. Spencer or scandal. Anonymous survivor speaks. The media explodes. The Spencer name is on fire. Bill panics. Will collapses under pressure. Wyatt and Liam try to salvage what they can, but it's too late. Then Luna calls a press conference. No one knows what she's going to say. The Spencers brace for destruction. The Forresters are watching. The entire city is watching. She steps to the podium. She pauses. And then she says, "I was hurt. I was silenced. I was erased. And now I'm back." This isn't just my story. It's the story of power, of arrogance, of men who think they can do anything and never be held accountable. But those days are over. And if I have to bring down an empire to prove it, I will. Gasps, flashbulbs, screams of questions. She walks away. Will is destroyed. Bill is cornered. Sheila smiles in the shadows. And Luna, she's just getting started. The baby, the video, the secrets, the lies. They're all her weapons now. And Los Angeles is her battlefield.